perfect Friday afternoon, and the job was almost done. The house we were decorating was owned by a little old man, always in the same three-piece suit he'd probably had since he was demobbed. He seemed to be forever on his way to the post office, carrying brown paper and string-wrapped parcels under his arm. He'd bring us out china cups of canned coffee and plates of custard cream biscuits. The house had belonged to his parents, who'd both passed away within weeks of each other a few years back. They were the only people he'd ever lived with. This was the only house he'd ever lived in. I wondered what would happen to the house when he's gone. It was a short walk to my bedsit, once a similar house to the old man's, now broken into lots of single-room accommodation. It also once had a great garden like his, now occupied by a one-storey modern block building containing a dentist and chiropodist. In my room was an electric cooker, which I only used in winter to keep warm. Next to that was a sink with a glass shelf above it, on which was a toothbrush and a carton of Marlboros. There was a table with a chair in one corner, with a single bed in the other, and about 4 square feet in the middle. There was a wooden drawer under the bed with most of my clothes in. The rest were hung on the back of the chair. I had a record player on the table and a box of records underneath. The bathroom for the first and second floor was opposite my room. It had a meter for the water which took 2 50-pence pieces. You'd have to wait half an hour for the water to heat up and keep an eye on the door in case some solid pinched your back. There was one toilet upstairs and one outside. Nobody used the one outside anymore, so it's somewhere the local prostitutes would take a client for a quickie. I'd spend as little time as I could in my room. My skin was still warm and soft from the bath as I walked into town. So I was sat on my usual bar stool in my usual pub by 6:30. The usual 12 or so regulars in this time of evening. Nice and relaxed before the post 8 o'clock crush. We crowd around a tiny bar near the pool tables. The house rule for pools when this goes on. You chalk your name on the blackboard and wait your turn. The challenger paid for the game, so if you were good you'd play all night. Tonight I was great. She walked into the pool room just as I got to the black. The next name on the list went down to the slot on the table and put his coins in. I was used to seeing her surrounded by burgundy flock wallpaper and red velvet upholstery in the Sunday night pub around the corner. She looked different studying in the pool. She looked good, and she was looking at me. I ended the game as quick as I could without losing badly and stood near her. "Would you like a drink?" she asked. "I'll get them. What do you want?" I replied. "The same as you're having," she said. The great thing about being a regular when the bar's 10 deep is it only takes a raised eyebrow, a couple of nods, and 2 bottles of Aussie pills are being passed over people's heads to you. We did the pool room dance for a while, moving to excuse me's, bending around elbows at pool cues until we decided to move on. It was too early to go to the club, so we went round the corner to the Sunday night pub. It was still quite busy on a Friday, full of couples and students. It had a reputation as a gay bar. Why the students came in, they felt safe. She was my dream. We drank no lights and talking about John Barry. 4 Cortinas, she preferred the Mark III. And what was best, gel or real cream, I preferred real cream. She even agreed on the Majesty's Secret Service was the best bond film if you accept it as a whole and not just get hung up about George Lazenby. She smoked silk cut, she didn't like Marlboros, but we both had a fondness for old port cigars. We moved on to the club, upstairs for a couple of barges and then down to the white bar between the dance floors. We decided to leave early. You wouldn't want to be in there at the end when the lights came on. You'd never sit down in there again. And it'd be pressing, shuffle and push to the door. No, it was good to go out now. While it was still black hole, warm and smoky.